I'm going to showcase to you a new world of horror in what is a brilliant zombie game, modified to be even better. A greater, more detailed world to explore, monsters that loom tall over the zombie horde, gruesome, bloody, weaponized survival, all of which takes place in the video game Dying Light. So here are the new visuals you can achieve with bold Reshade. The vanilla graphics are fittingly quite dull, but I wanted something a little more vivid. I shot this side by side on the outskirts of the slums, which nicely shows the increase in colour. And this rooftop perspective demonstrates the bloom, in other words the glow based on the lighting. Night times are still extremely dark. Oh my god, this is the Halloween update? Yeah, I've seen it. It looks sick, man, it looks sick. Oh, what the hell, bro? And by default, Bold uses cel shaded graphics, which adds these black outlines comic book style. So if you want to have an experience like Telltale's The Walking Dead, then you absolutely can. I personally removed the effect and I made some other tweaks. You can download my version in the description. This next mod allows the game to seamlessly transition between weathers. Fog fills the air, cutting the range of your vision down to a fraction. Rain is very wet. And as time goes on, it floods the city with small puddles. Also check out how car windows are affected. Very cool. Grey clouds cast a large, humid shadow. The colour is drained out of Harran. Lightning strikes during storms with massive flashes. For a split second you can see the entire city. And clear weather is pretty at any time of day. The palm trees here against the sunset have that classic Vice City vibe. Yeah, this is all really good because it deepens the experience. It feels different exploring a city in a different climate, obviously. And to think these weathers were previously locked to certain maps and times of day is a shame. Harran Unleashed is a realism mod you want to be using. There are a plethora of gameplay improvements. For example, you can now check your wristwatch at any time. As a scavenger, you can find various pieces of food around the world, and eating them will slowly regenerate your health, instead of instantly. Loot is just more diverse now too.
Okay, I think that's everything I'm gonna find.
What the fuck?
Let's give this a shot.
Man, I was promised diverse loot, that's what the man said in the... Did this shit crashed. As a runner, your movement is smoother and you can sprint for longer, but fall damage is less forgiving. Certain actions are faster too, like swimming. Here I found a hidden supply crate underwater, which I thought was pretty cool. And as a fighter, your weapons degrade slower. Broken weapons aren't completely useless though, dealing about 4 times more damage than vanilla. Plus, if they're sharp enough, you can always just launch them at a zombie. Silenced pistols now use regular ammo instead of the obscure subsonic ammo, making stealth even more viable. One of my favourite changes is with the new zombie physics. In the vanilla game, they're programmed to fall headfirst like this. Removing this code allows them to drop off ledges and such unpredictably. This one goes off looking like a ballerina. It doesn't end with ragdolls though, there are many more improvements and it's pretty amazing. Firstly, let me tell you this, Dying Light has a lot of NPCs, from a common zombie which do better to surround you in a horde, to disgusting mutations, and even human survivors. Some are friendly and others have a reason to cut your head off. Fun fact, if you have a gun, human enemies will usually surrender. Just don't take your eyes off them. But anyway, the thing is, you have to progress through the story to unlock this content. That's fair, but I don't want to have to do that this time around. In my head, I'm just a basic runner for the tower. I collect and deliver airdrops sent from the GRE, which contain food, medicine and other supplies. There are plenty people to help around the city, errands to run. But with this mod, from day one, you're in deep shit. The world is scattered with every single opponent from Dying Light, and even its DLC. You don't know what might be around the next corner, and oftentimes it's nothing special. But that small chance that you might run into something builds anticipation. And you can bump into some nasty ass zombies, I'm sure you know. Now, I want to finish the video off with the smaller mods I'm using, like Immersive Gameplay and HUD. This is actually why today's video exists. I thought, wow, Dying Light's interface is terrible, and nobody cares about community events. So now it's been minimized significantly. Action prompts are simplified, like when looting or grappling a zombie. Health is visible from the weapons wheel. and objectives are followed via survivor sense. I made changes to the flashlight, just about doubling its effectiveness. It now has more range and a wider angle for when I'm out at night, which is actually quite terrifying in this game. Finally, Overgrowth simulates the return of nature in a dead city. Throughout all of the slums, foliage is emerging. This mod makes the grass, shrubs and plants noticeably larger. So if you want to see gameplay of this new modified version of Dying Light, click the video on screen now. And below that is a playlist of all my mod showcases in one spot. Thanks everyone, I hope you liked my video, I'll see you next time.